a top 25 class between two of the best teams in the sport and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Wolverines have a lot of options on second and inches. Give to the running back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the big fella. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running inside, it's Marshall. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop throwing. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop them. And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go five wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
They go play action. Bryce Underwood can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing, Underwood. Finds his target. Open space at the 25. He is in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Here's Moore to throw. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A first down for the offense. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Left side, it's Johnson. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Davison. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like what you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quick give. It's Davison. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one. Time
winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Moore will throw. On the move. He caught it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The extra point here would tie the game.
And how about the protection up front? The big fella's doing their job. He just sits in the pocket. Sits in the pocket. Wide receivers break off their routes. He finds the open guy for the big play. Nice job of protecting your quarterback.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Hits the hole. It's Marshall. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Here's Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Marshall. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Marshall. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Underwood on the play action. Still looking to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. Finds a crease. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Underwood into the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Escapes the pressure going right. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Michigan! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's past the marker. He now has 53 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Hits inside. It's Davison. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Hill. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. There he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Run in the red zone, it's Davison. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oregon! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Underwood. The quick out. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Here's Underwood. On target. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Underwood. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Moving to his left. Slings it downfield. Hauls it in. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Here's Underwood to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We kick things off with Cal taking on the number 8 team, the Virginia Cavaliers.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
And it's the Golden Bears with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. And this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Straight ahead, it's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Moore. Unloads to the wideout. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Play action with Underwood. Buying time to his right. He'll throw it. Right side, it's Hansen. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I'll tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some 1st downs.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The throw to the outside is complete. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Underwood finds his target down the middle. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and turn it upfield.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So after the big run, they tried to hit him with a pass. Well, you've gone back to the run there.
I think now, yeah, of course. Now looking back, I'm going to go, yeah, I should have run after taking the sack. I like mixing it up, but if my offense is going to sit there and lean on people and we're good at running the football, then don't be afraid to do that more often.
Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Fires into the end zone. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return. The 50. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Ducks. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Marshall.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Brought down. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, it's Davison. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this...
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Ducks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And he tags on the extra point. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown.
Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Quick give. It's Davison. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle. And what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the move, it's Davison. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Not a lot of room to field this one. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Bunch formation for these receivers. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Play fake, Underwood. Flush to the left. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
In the gun on third down, Moore. Left side, it's Johnson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Just feeds the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Moore under pressure. Complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Moore from the gun on third down. It's and he will score! Touchdown, Oregon! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Throwing, Underwood. Rush right in his face.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now on second down. Sets his feet. It's Underwood. They're all over it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays.
Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a